Is this it? There we go. Hello everybody, welcome to the Sporty Stream. Sorry about that. We had some issues with the microphone connecting there. We're having some that's a weird thing. I've never had that happen in a while. Hopefully we don't have those issues again, but welcome in everybody. Welcome to the Sporty Stream. Nice to see you all here. As it's been it's going to be an interesting night. As again, we're just testing out some sounds here, making sure that everything does work. As not all my properties are correctly labeled. Hopefully everything can be fixed soon though. But again, what a night we'll have for the Skyward series. We have 2 matches here. If you guys don't know me, I'm Sporty FC, by the way. Nice to see you all. I'm your caster for tonight. Again, we got 2 exciting challenger matches. We're gonna start with Radiance Defined versus Out of Touch. Then we'll move on to Strykers of Chaos Emerald, Floofy Strykers, a Striker v Striker matchup. That's kind of fun. As again, it'll be an interesting night of matches here. Again, we're just waiting on these teams, but let's talk about that series while we are waiting on them. Our first matchup, Radiance Defined versus Out of Touch. This one, a weird kind of series for a bit lopsided as well, but overall, not crazy. As waiting on both of these teams to jump in. It'll be a great night, don't worry. We got some crazy matchups, but again, kind of a weird series here for these teams. Out of Touch, quite successful right now. Currently 3-1. Their only loss so far coming last week to Knights of Chaos. They were undefeated before last week, and they faced against Knights of Chaos, who won to make themselves 3-1. Radiance Defined, currently 1-3. It has not been a great season for them. In fact, it has been quite the opposite. It has been a bit of an unsuccessful season, but man, it will be an interesting. It'll be an interesting night though for Radiance Defined, especially trying to get themselves back on their feet. The only win going against KORT, Knights of the Round Table. 3-0 won that one in week 2. Pretty surprising as well, because KORT are a very strong team. Maybe it's a playstyle thing. Playstyles generally can dictate how stuff will work. As let's get the teams their info. As wait a second, can you guys hear the pings from my Discord? Actually, you guys might be able to hear those pings. I just noticed that I had my Discord notifications on. Do you guys hear the pings on from my Discord? You heard them? Okay, let me make sure I turn off my notifications for that. I'm happy that you guys can hear them though. That means that my Discord is fine with sound. We have actually seen Out of Touch play before in this season. We saw them back in week 1 when they 3-0'd Valhalla Death Wish. So again, it'll be nice to see them here again against Radiance Defined. Out of Touch considered the heavy favorites, but do you think they'll win? We've seen heavy favorites lose before. Although generally the stream has actually done pretty well for favorites. So if you're the favorite in your matchup, maybe you book me more often, because it seems like favorites do really well here. But this week especially, we're going to see some crazy matches. Stream mode should block them, doesn't it? Yeah, but I always turn off stream mode, Tommy Buckets. I always turn off stream mode, because it's annoying. It doesn't allow me to see it, to access as much stuff. I just didn't have my sound on at the very beginning of the stream, so you guys couldn't hear me, and then... Well, now it's back, so that's why you guys heard some Discord pings. Don't worry, though. If you guys want to know who's from, it's from Zen0. Zen0 just messaged me. Again, just waiting. Yeah, Zen is the man. He is a great guy. Prediction is up, by the way, everybody, so make your predictions here. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. My prediction was only 30 seconds long. That's not right. Let me make sure it's 5 minutes. So you guys can actually predict on what it is. Yeah, I did some works before the stream on predictions. Got that. They always auto-keep to the last prediction, so There you go. There's a prediction bowl. It's going to extend into the series a little bit, but it's fine. As again, we're just waiting on both these teams. As again, we're just waiting on these teams here. I'm messaging them, making sure that they actually are going to be able to join in. As, again, everybody here, welcome to the Twitch stream. By the way, both these teams have coaches. I didn't even mention that these teams have coaches. That kind of cool? That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. These teams got some coaches. We got Cody, probably better known as Big Wungus, on Radiance Divine. He was a player for Gold. I actually don't know what team he's on now. I don't know if he's on a team. He might be on a team. He probably is. Dude's incredibly talented. And we have Quirky3, who's the coach of Out of Touch. Still the coach, again, ever since we saw them last Out of Touch now. Again, with this roster of 4. We're gonna get ourselves in game here. Start waiting for both these teams. We can only see Out of Touches in the lobby. You got Yachty, Sinister, and Nate Frog. We'll just be waiting to see who will join them here for Radiance Define. That is Sleepless's team. So, they'll be here on time, don't worry. That's Sleepless. He's one of the guys who actually runs this league. Not doing so well. Unlike the other owner, Flip Out. Flip Out's actually doing decently. His 2v2 team's doing pretty well. His 3v3 team is okay. It is doing decently with Execute Academy trying to rebuild. But his 2v2 team, Happy United, is doing very well. As Landon, I think that is, I believe that's Corky. I believe Landon is Corky. Again, we're just waiting on Sleepless here to join in with the rest of Define. Again, Out of Touch currently 3-1. Define currently 1-3. Waiting on these teams here. As soon as they're here, everything will be good to go. As, there they are. Jonah and Flipper are jumping in here with Sleepless. Again, a best of 5 series prediction poll is closing here. I know a lot of predictions coming in here. Out of Touch considered the favorites, but we got votes for both sides. A lot of votes for both sides here. Right, with the amount of voting you all are doing. As here we go. It's Out of Touch and Radiance Define. Define on the blue. The first Radiance team we actually have had on the stream for this season of the Skyward series. Out of Touch, they've been here before. They had a 3-0 win with Valhalla Death Wish on the stream. Looking to keep their streak going, even though last week was a rough one for them. Again, their first ever loss in the Skyward series in a Game 5 to Knights of Chaos. I actually got to see that series. I am on Knights of Chaos, if you all don't know. I'm actually partnered with that organization. It was still a really hype series. Seriously, both teams played so close. I believe, if I remember correctly, it ended in a fake play by I believe, Meatman. Could be wrong, though, but I believe it. I definitely remember a fake from that game. Again, it was super close. Anybody could have won that. Out of Touch very easily could be 4-0 coming into the series. They're currently, instead, 3-1. Still, though, very heavily in a playoff position. Implications are that you'll be seeing them as one of the top teams, but they have to keep playing well to do that. There's still half the season to go. Meaning that against teams, especially teams that are ranked like Radiance Define, trying to fight their way back, fight their way into a playoff spot that they have never really looked like they've ever been sure to get into. Out of touch. Not only playing a lot of defense, but something that they are definitely used to. As now a clear from Sinister. Flipper jumps back in time to save it. When am I going to cast, Oh, wait a second. This is going to go towards Nate. Yachty's still got the touch here. Joner to Flipper. Maybe the first goal. That's off the post. He gets the second touch. Flipper almost missed that open net opportunity. But Define still find it. Off of this second play off the back wall. And Radiance Define here to score first. They've been coming out of the gate swinging. They have the offense right now against Out of Touch. Out of Touch. Again, trying to regain off of a bad loss from last week. Define our team that should be, in theory, easier for them. And as I say that is a perfect response there. Sinister just putting in all the effort right off this kickoff. Dribble, gets past two, then he demos out Joner as the last defender. Sets up an easy shot for Nate Frog to score on. And then again, I saw a question from chat. When are we going to cast Dark Falcons again? Whenever they book me. Whenever Dark Falcons book me, that's when I'm going to cast them again. I don't get to choose if I want to cast a match. That's their choice. But so far they haven't booked me yet for this week. They might be like a bye week for them. They may have had a forfeit win. But again, they haven't really answered. They haven't really told me anything about that. But I'll let you know. As here's a Flipper shot. 2-1 Define. Another one. These teams just responding back and forth. Slepless off the back wall. Flipper with a very quick jump. The team has to book? Yes, the team has to book me. As now Slepless has stopped moving. This could actually be really awkward here. Slepless, I think he might have some internet issues. He's back already, but offense here for Out of Touch. And they'll use this chance. Sinister, bouncer off the back wall in front for Yachty. Still not in. Slepless will keep out. But that clear goes nowhere. Nate Frog. Out of Touch, couldn't get that, and now the clear comes out. Flipper. No boost. Sinister will know that, and that's exactly why he challenges. As Joner will clear. Out of Touch. Bad clear attempt from Nate Frog. And Slepless waiting right there. Chased up as soon as he saw Joner had this clear. And that touch from Nate Frog leaves a lot to be desired. There's so many options he could have gone for there. He wanted to shoot it right back up, and in that position, you should be playing a little more defensively. Hit it towards the corner. You have teammates there to collect it. And a bad choice there from Out of Touch. They're down by 2 here with 2 minutes left. As Sinister looking to tie things up here. That one saved by Joner, but a double commits. Now Flipper beats past Yachty. The sidewall. What a catch there from Flipper. And now he's just playing the waiting game here with Out of Touch, trying to take away as much of their time as possible. And of acts as a game of keep away. Define keeps the ball out of the possession of Out of Touch. Out of Touch will not be able to get goals. Slipper to Joner. That one cleared back by Nate Frog, and now he's got a demo to add on to it, not like it mattered. As Out of Touch's clear was definitely enough there to get the goal, but just for extra measure. As a bit of an overcommit here. Radiance Define, it was a misjudged offense. And now, only 1 goal in it for both these teams. Define still have the lead. That's all that really matters. As long as they can hold this lead, things will be fine. But Out of Touch, not willing to give them that kind of space. It's Joner utilizing that back wall in front. No one jumping immediately here, but a double whiff. Joner not challenging that net. Still Define on it. Sinister clears it back. These touches from Out of Touch are extremely powerful. And it's forced Define to have to really rethink that kind of offensive style that they want. They can't play so aggressively. Because all it takes is one strong clear from Out of Touch, and things can go the other way very, very quickly. Nate Frog towards the nets, misses it, but follow-up touch, it's rolling! Oh, Flipper will get there in time to keep the ball out. Now he clears it up to Joner. Nate Frog looking for Yachty, but Yachty didn't challenge Flipper there. As Sinister. Out of touch, playing defense. But now the ball given away, Nate Frog is it heavily. Trying to get the flick in, saved by Flipper, follow-up from Sinister! There's the tie game! Out of touch, I told you that transition of there is so quick. Usually it's from the clears, but this one from a dribble. Nate Frog off the back wall, Sinister with the follow-up shot. And out of touch, successfully walk past through Radiance to find again. And now it's all square here. The Skyward series. Sinister. Challenged by Slepless. Two players whiffing. Joner down the field. Nate Frog challenging, but fake by Joner. Joner! Oh, he still can't put it in, though. The fake was incredible. All he needed to do was put in that final shot, and he couldn't get around it enough. Define with offense, but cleared back by Sinister. Joner has the touch. Slepless needs this one, but it's Nate Frog to win it. It's off the crossbar. Sinister with 2 seconds left. Out of touch. May have just completed a very strong resurgence here. They felt like they were down all throughout the game, but in these final moments, they take the lead. Radiance Define need a crazy kickoff now. But it won't be what they get. Yachty will clear. That will drop. It's out of touch with game 1. They looked down in that game. They were down at the very end by 2 goals. And yet they made the comeback. Incredible result here from Out of Touch. Take game 1. Now, both teams ready for game 2. Define, not the that they wanted, although it is a lot better than what some people may have held them to. Again, we're getting into game 2 here. As now in the game 2, it seems like both these teams actually might want to do a... they might want to change up the map rotation here. The Just Forbidden Temple, I'm fine with that. By the way, if anybody doesn't understand, Slepless, before this series started, teams are allowed to choose what their map rotation they want. He actually created his own map rotation. He wanted Just Forbidden Temple Dawn. Now, I hate to say this, that is not a real map. He was joking about that. That's why we're going with OCS. That's why I went with OCS, because that was the option that he actually wanted, but he had a little fun with it. But if both these teams want Forbidden Temple, we actually could do it. We'll see, though. We'll see what both teams want. Because if both teams want Forbidden Temple, we will do it as the only map for this series. I don't have a problem with that. Out of touch right now. Again, seems like out of the gates, they do play a lot of defense. They definitely have to contend with Define's midfield pressure, but Define... well, their offense has what it takes, but unfortunately for them, it definitely just... It can be beaten here, and we've seen Out of Touch do that so many times. But on defense, they... just play a patient game. Wait for their opportunities to come to them. So long as so long as they're patient, they generally do find their ways through the Define here. As Nate Frog misses that one. Flipper looking to get the ball out. Now a team bump here from Out of Touch. Nate Frog will still beat Slepless though. A crucial challenge there. He was the last player back for them. If he made a mistake on that, very well we could be seeing Define up by 1. Instead, Out of Touch, they'll win that challenge, they'll dust them to the ball, and... well, another double commit here. But again, they're not really capitalized on by Define, as Define going back for boost. Flipper finding open space, now he's got the dunk, but will cross for Out of Touch to collect. Out of Touch Again, generally have some pretty strong touches out of defense. What a bump play here! Back post! That's wide, cleared away by Sinister. Define. Found the opportunity, they delayed a little bit on that shot. Just let the bump play come through. And it still didn't matter, the shot was wide. It's now towards the net, Yachty. Clears it out, Jonah trying to answer back. Flipper looking to bump Nate Frog. He's got it. The shot is not good enough, though. And that one is very egregious. Here's Slepless, though. That should do it. Radiance the fine. Everybody's going after. By the way, Landon is Quirky Free. He is the coach of Out of Touch. That's his in-game name. As right now, Out of Touch, his team down by 1 here in Game 2, but it's not like it's any different from Game 1. The Game 1, they went down pretty quickly, but they still found the win in the end. Through some heroic effort in the last minute. They don't want to have to do that again. It's bad thing to try to repeat heroics, but they definitely can do it. It's Out of Touch. They're a strong team. And although they're playing pretty far back on their own defensive half, as long as they are able to push up the offense and make some good opportunities, they can play that kind of play style. It depends if they can make those chances. There is such thing as being too defensive or not aggressive enough. Out of Touch don't want to have to fall into that kind of relaxed state. Because once you do that, then you give up too many opportunities for your opponents. That's when the shots start racking in. As a pass in front for Yachty. I was talking about Out of Touch needing offense. And I was maining it in the way of shots, but this assist from Nate Frog really does all the work itself. Slepless was the only one who could have stopped him there, and he removes him with a bump. And Out of Touch tie things up at 1. Sinister to the corner. Flipper with the challenge. It's Nate Frog, challenged by Flipper. In front, beats Yachty. Follow up from Jonah, that's wide. Still, players clamoring around. Is now Sinister. Misses this. Still trying to get a touch, but he'll only give it away to Slepless. Touchdown field from Nate Frog. Now he has none. He'll pick up the corner, but Flipper close in. But that second shot is just wide and Define. Having some issues with their accuracy. That's not the first time in this game that we've seen them miss these kind of opportunities in front of net where they can beat everybody to do the hard work. And when the final shot comes in, it's just not good enough. But here's Slepless. His shooting has not been of question. Define. Breakthrough. And it came off of this touch from Nate Frog. He wanted to hit it to the corner. Instead, completely missed the whole entirety of the net. Almost put it in his own net. Would have been a tragedy if he did that. There's now Flipper looking for 3. Nate Frog just can't get to that one, and Jonah will put in the final shot. Again, Nate Frog tasked with the save, couldn't make it. This one, though, is a little bit more understandable. This is a tough save to make for anybody. He's on low boost. He's backwards to his net. A good shot off kickoff here for Radiance Define. Now the win for... Oh, Out of Touch. Flipper will stop it, though. And now a miss from Sinister. That is not what was needed right now for Out of Touch. They need to go up to offense and need to be careful in every touch they make. Here's Yachty down the field. Net is open for Yachty. And Radiance Define, it's still close. They can't let up now. Just because they were up by 2 goals does not mean they get to relax. Now, a 1-goal difference. Out of Touch, trying to repeat Game 1. 34 seconds to do so. Last game, their tying goal came a long while before it. Oh, that's a huge miss. Open nets, you need to score those. It's a surprise as well to me that it comes from Nate Frog, who has been a pretty strong shooter. Out of Touch has not generally missed the opportunities that they've had. Not a team that has done that all that often in this game. And yet still, Little One's down. And they might lose this one because of a missed opportunity. Define. Trying to keep it away, but the final shot saved Jonah. Yachty misses. Now Sinister challenged by Jonah. Radiance Define will ground it. And a big open net miss. Near the end by Nate Frog will prevent Out of Touch from tying this game. And it comes to those kind of tense moments where you can differentiate yourself from being a good player to being a great player. And Out of Touch, now the series is tied up against them. Again, they've played pretty defensively. As again, we're just waiting around on both of them again. Exactly, all the mods. We're moving into DFH Stadium. Game 3 of this best of 5 series. It was close, but there's still a lot of work to be done here for Define. If they want to get anywhere near the playoffs, they have to start getting wins in this at this point in their tournament life. It's been a rough start. Out of Touch would be an incredible upset if they're able to do it. And right now, it's not looking impossible. Define, definitely playing more aggressively overall. That doesn't mean they're playing better, though. Oh, what an infield pass! Oh my goodness! It's Yachty Craft right to Nate Frog, 7 seconds in this game. And that is just a perfectly placed infield pass. I mean, I don't know what could have been better about that. That is just absolute perfection there from Out of Touch. And Radiance Define put in a pretty nice goal of themselves. We'll see if they can do it. Yachty misses this one, but it's a challenge enough that he's able to force everybody from Define back. So even though he doesn't hit it, he'll act like he did. But if he break through, Sinister will save it. And Out of Touch, again, relying heavily on that defense of theirs to be their strong suit. So far, though, in their games, they've been the ones to go down early. This game, different, though. They're scoring first. We'll see if that will make things any easier for them. We'll see if that changes up their playstyle in any way. And overall, been a defensive playstyle. Reminder, the only team Out of Touch lost to were the Knights of Chaos. Knights of Chaos, I've seen them play a lot on the stream. In fact, we'll actually see them later this week. On Saturday, they're going to be playing their next Skyward Series matchup, so stick around for that. But Knights of Chaos, if you know anything about that team, they are bump heavy, they are aggressive, they're all about the offense. They win because their offense plays well. Out of Touch is a pretty defensive team, so you could see it. Maybe that kind of playstyle is what is going to hurt them, but Knights of Chaos are also a very strong team overall. And for most teams, it's pretty impossible to go with a perfect season. You see very few situations where a team even gets close to that. And so a loss generally expected, especially when you have 10 full weeks of gameplay against other teams. Is now cleared upfield. Yachty saves it. As Define trying to push it away, but goes nowhere. Now Sinister up with it. Dribbles it down. Slapless will win the challenge, though. Still only 1 goal scored. Nate Frog gets a touch on this one, just enough, though. He almost missed it, and that would have given Define a chance right in front of that net to score. As Joner, high flying touch, sets up Flipper. But Yachty looking to set it play downfield. Couple players whiffing. Flipper trying to backflip flick it. Define's trying to waste some time here before they get back, having to reset their offense. But unfortunately, they can't reset it, as it will be Out of Touch. Pushing. Slapless beats Flipper. One of the redirect. It will still go towards the net, but the shot's too weak to be threatening to Out of Touch. There's now a double commit from Define. Team bump as well on the same along the way there. Still Flipper using all his boost to clear the ball out. Joner chasing this one in front. He almost got that double tap in there. Slapless, who has been probably the strongest shooter so far for this team. And a pretty quiet game so far for Define. But I expect that they're going to score at some point. They're a team that just seems like they're going to score at least once every single game. We'll see when that happens, if it happens. Nate Frog clears it. Touched by Slepless. Nate Frog now trying to challenge Joner. On that bump play there, Flipper. Off the sidewall, Slepless. Clears it downfield, Yachty. Bodycraft to the corner. Joner trying to collect it, but now in front. Out of touch, almost had it there. They outplayed Defiant successfully. Well, the final shot wasn't enough, but this one it will be. That's an easy shot for Nate Frog. Sinister keeps the offense going. And for Define, again, they were thoroughly outplayed that first time on offense. On the second time on offense, they have even less they can counter with. It's Out of Touch to transition to the right and then go straight back to the left. And everybody from Define caught, jumping. And now, Insurance for Out of Touch. Insurance may have not lasted long, though. In front, missed there. Joner was expecting this shot. That's why he didn't go for it all that heavily. He expected Slepless to hit that end. But that miss from Slepless, Define. The offense will teeter out here. Joner. Bumps by Yachty. Nate Frog looking for free, but that one goes nowhere. Now a long shot. Sinister misses. Oh, Yachtycraft saves it. Joner, though. And again, a lot of trust on players to make these touches. When that doesn't happen, things start to be far for the worse. Yachty was expecting the save from Sinister. When it didn't happen, Yachty panicked to get to that one. No, although he got the first save, he didn't get the clear. And now Define. Gonna march their way back here on DFH. Sinister. The sidewall. Touch off the back. Second. Oh my, Sinister. Sinister slowly. Oh, there we go. The final shot from Sinister himself. I can't believe he got that double tap. It almost went in on its own there with such a slow shot. Finally, he gets the follow-up as well. And Out of Touch, as soon as they had a goal go against them, they score one right back. Nate Frog. Slepless will get up through him. Joner here, off the back wall, in for Flipper, and it's scored right back. Define not giving up here. 20 seconds left. What do they have in store for us? We'll see if they can get one more goal. It's definitely possible now. They've won the kickoff as well. Flipper with the doink. In front, Slepless. Slepless! Oh, that almost went in. Sinister will get the clear, though. Out of Touch if they just escaped. What could have been the tying goal. Now they need it to drop. Why not get one more for the road, though? Yachty secures game free. On one end of the field, Out of Touch almost conceded, letting the game tie itself up. But on the other hand, they'll get the goal that will guarantee a game-free victory. End-to-end action, you might say. Out of Touch. With the series advantage, as now they'll be on match points. One more goal, potentially, though, in front. Ah, Flipper will deny it. No 0-second goals here. As Define. Looks like they're going to get some... Oh, yeah, we're going to do a lobby change here for them. Both these teams requested a lobby change, so we will get one for them. Not an issue at all. You guys get to see my face again. I don't know if that's a good thing, but you can decide. As, let me make sure I get the lobby set up. And we'll be getting into Game 4 here. Out of Touch, currently leading 2-1. How did they even know? How did they know? Alright then. Oh wait, it's because they've been on my stream before, that's why they know. Hopefully the server will be a lot better though. Oh my goodness, everybody knew before I even messaged them. We're into Game 4 here. Out of Touch. Just need one more game and they'll win this series. Radiance Define, trying to cling on to life. But they've been close. These games have not been one-sided. They've been decided by small, minute differences. Although Out of Touch definitely playing more solid, a lot more efficiently on offense. They have less of it as well, so kind of counters itself out. As Radiance Define trying to force this one to go to Champions Field. Sinister. Beats past the defense, now one touch. Keeps it high, nothing there. There's a miss from Yachty. Nate Frog. In towards the corner. Up to himself, in fact. Now he's bumped into a pass for Sinister. Sinister to the ground. Slapless will clear it back. Nate Frog. Past one. Now Nate Frog looking in field. Joner will hit it away. Sinister trying to hold on to this one, but he won't be able to get a touch. Yachty. Kept out by Flipper. Flipper. Still Flipper. Bumps Nate Frog. Nate Frog. He will go and actually get the save himself. And he got bumped into that one. Found himself heading towards the ball near his back wall. And he just went straight for the save there. That is thinking on your feet. As right now out of touch. Still looking for their first goal. Yachty off the back wall. The Sinister. There it is. And out of touch have done it so well with these passing plays in front of the nets. They put in another one here from Yachty. And he'll find Sinister off the back wall. Out of touch. With the first strike in Utopia. Joner. Now what a second touch that is. Trying to set up offense, but cleared away to find. Flipper. Beaten by Yachty Craft, who jumped from the back wall. That has been something that out of touch, I think, are starting to pay attention to more so as the series goes on, because Define have utilized that. They haven't really scored that off from it, but they have tried to utilize that back wall as much as possible. As a miss from Slepless, Joner's got to get the save here. Yachty's just brake checked him. Flipper back to Slepless across that map. Yachty. Nate Frog trying to find his way in field. Flipper has the dribble, has the flick. Looking for Joner, but Sinister, a quick challenge! And out of touch, double their lead. Flipper tried to get the flick out of the field, but it's Sinister to counter it, intercept the passing play. And Slepless races his way back, but just out of reach. Out of touch. Now with the 2-goal lead. Oh, they're still looking for more, though. So much of this offense of out of touch has just been, again, efficient. They don't spend too much time on offense. They don't spend too much time trying to get these opportunities. Instead, they're just trying to make them quick, make them easy, make them go in. That's why I think they've actually spent a lot less time on offense here, but it doesn't really matter. If your offense is scoring tons of goals, if your offense is one that can score often, it doesn't matter how often you're on, how quickly you're on offense. It doesn't matter how much pressure you have, as long as you're able to keep scoring when it matters. A lot of teams do so well at that pressure game. Not out of touch. No, their thing is about being quick, being able to score their first few chances, and then making sure the defense stays strong. Sinister. The dribble. This is this one. Slepless trying to clear, but it's Nate Frog on target, and that will make it 3. Radiance Define, struggling on their own backfield. This all the way from Sinister was not great, and Slepless there. I don't know why he tried to shoot straight up through the middle of the field there. That's congested. 2 out-of-touch players are actually waiting for it. Even if he gets past Nate Frog, there's still one more player behind him. He should have hit for the corners. That's one of those errors that you look back on replays and you ask yourself why you made that decision. But for Slepless here, he can't think about that. He needs to think about being able to get his team back into this one. As we're approaching the final 90 seconds. Essentially, Radiance Define have to score a goal every 30 seconds now. Tall order for a team that definitely has struggled from behind. Now Joner trying to get the clear. Up, Flipper. Towards the net, Yachty will clear it back away. Slepless trying to pre-flip into it, but it's Sinister. Slepless again, though. Sidewall, Nate Frog to Sinister. That one not connected. But they're just wasting time here. Looking for maybe one more. What a strange goal that is. Yachty will score, and I'm going to be honest. That touch in the front from Sinister, if that wasn't made, if he wasn't in the way there, that could have been saved by Joner. The shot, just unpredictable. Joner doesn't know what to do there. He can't challenge that. And out of touch, free to score wherever they like. And they make things even more difficult for Radiance to find. It's Nate Frog. Off the sidewall, Joner. Nearby. And across the map is Flipper. Challenged with Sinister. Inwards towards Nate Frog. Flipper to the corner. Just taking their time here. That's the game plan of Out of Touch. As Joner clears it. Now maybe trying to find a pinch, but that one only find its way in front of his own net. Out of Touch, now playing a game of midfield. Holding it, keeping it strong, and they're gonna get a goal straight from it as well from Sinister. If you had any doubts about their success, surely this will confirm it for you. Sinister with the final shot right through the hearts of and hopes of Radiance to find. And final 10 seconds, just a victory lap here for Out of Touch. They started playing pretty defensively. They still have kept a pretty defensive overall playstyle, but... And their efficiency on offense, it's something else. And really, they totally deserve this win. Came in as the better team. They're going to leave as such and prove it with a win here. Again, a big win for Out of Touch. They'll be happy with that one. As we're going to get him in here for an interview. Then we're going to go to a quick break. And we'll be back with our next series, a pretty big one as well. Again, what a win here for them. Out of Touch, 3-1 overall on the record. And we're just going to be waiting for everybody to get ready here. I'm joined now by Nate Frog. Nate Frog, you jumped in very silently. Welcome in, Nate Frog. Congratulations on your win. You guys are now 4-1. You just keep playing your playstyle, and it seems like people are having a tough time capitalizing on it. Oh, I think Nate... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Discord isn't working. 1 second. Let me fix this. There you go, that should fix it. Okay, I know you guys heard some sounds on stream. I was just trying to connect some wires. I don't know why my inputs and outputs aren't working right now, but they're back. How you doing, Nate Frog? What a win. You guys are now 4-1.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Nate Frog.
Yeah, man, how does it feel? Big win. Big win for you guys.
You know, coming after the loss last week, a tough loss, almost reverse swept, but you know, things were looking a little shaky, still playing with our sub. You know, honestly, these guys were way better than I expected. Slope's been putting in the work, the whole team have been putting in the work. So big props to them, GG's to them. Thank you again for casting.
Yeah, of course, but again, I also just want to, you know, ask again about that series. You guys started out playing very defensively, but the efficiency on offense, that's really what won it for you guys. You're just so efficient. It just felt like your second opportunity, that was going to be how you would score. You didn't hold yourself on offense for very long, but you guys, with your lack of offense, just came in and just scored at every single point you could. Just, you know, maybe through that, where that efficiency comes from.
Yeah, that's something I've definitely noticed, and coach has definitely noticed a little bit, as we definitely... At the beginning of the series, we like turtle up because I think it's just nervousness or something like that. But we turtle up a little bit. But once the offense gets flowing, you know, we take control a little bit, and them shots just keep going. And it's hard to stop. But I'll tell you what, they did a good job. I'm proud of my team today.
Well, yeah, you should be. Again, a fun matchup to say the least. Again, a big win. You guys keep going again. You're talking about playing with your sub, playing with Yachty this week. Not your usual starting roster. That being yourself, Sinister, and Lucid. So, I mean, is it kind of weird playing with your sub? Does it feel weird? You know, how are you guys getting used to each other?
Well, when we have our main roster, we're all like C2, right? So we're all a little faster, and I don't know, it just connects when you're just kind of just balling a little bit. But then when you're playing with a sub, I mean, Yachty's a great player. That's just it's kind of just not what you're used to. So we did a scrim right before, and that helped us figure some things out. But I'm proud of Yachty. He's made big improvements since the beginning of the season, and he's really helped us a lot, because honestly, I think he's played more games than our full starting roster. So he's a GOAT for real.
I like to hear that kind of compliment come through as well. Again, having a tough, it's not easy in these series, but you guys definitely make them go to use. So yeah, next week now you guys got a matchup against you got a matchup against Striker Aqua. That will be an interesting one. Striker Aqua are doing very well currently with a 3-1 record. That will probably be that could be 4-1 after this one. What do you say to that team? Because that's a very solid team. That's Coffee's team, by the way. If you're wondering who plays on Striker Aqua, that's Coffee, Legend, Rick, and Doms. What do you think about that team? What do you think about that roster? What do you think about that matchup coming up?
Striker Aqua, I think it'd be a good match to watch. So if anybody wants to, come out support Out of Touch, or just Striker Aqua, Striker has a big following, so hopefully we get a lot of people watching that one. But that team is pretty good. We actually did some scrims against them, and I think they beat us in the first scrim, and then in the second scrim, we beat them. So I think it's going to be a very good matchup to watch, and it should be fun.
Well, I'm happy to hear that kind of things. If it's a good series, I'd love to see it. Again, a big win. Congratulations. Do you have any shoutouts, any final messages here for the stream before we go on to our next series?
Shout out Quirky, once again, the coach, for coming in clutch like always. He helps us with rotations and stuff like that, and just getting ready for games. He's a good coach. I like him. He's very good.
You say that, and immediately he then says that scrims don't matter. That is not what. That's in Quirky. I hate to say that scrims definitely do matter.
Yeah. He loves us. He loves us. He likes to troll a little bit, but I mean, he's kind of right. Scrims don't really matter, because if you're not really under pressure, you're just rotating and figure things out. But
yeah.
Shout out the rest of the team: Yachty, Sin, Lucid, who was supposed to play today, but I think he got caught up doing chores or something. But what can you do? And just the whole Out of Touch org. Shout out them. And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, that's all you need to do. Again, congratulations on your win, Out of Touch. A 3-1 win over Radiance. Again, congratulations on your win. Have an amazing rest of your night.
Thank you, and thank you again for casting. It's been a pleasure to talk.
It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you guys again.
All right. Well, hopefully we can see you again sometime soon.
Hey, that sounds like an amazing idea. Again, hopefully that does happen. Have a great night.
You too.
Well, that's a win for Out of Touch. And Brambo, I just saw you there with a rate of 5. Thank you, Brambo, so much for that. As well as the follow coming in from Corky. Again, congratulations on the win, Corky, the coach of Out of Touch there. Part of the roster that has just won tonight here against Radiance Define. Now, we have a series coming up, and it will include an org that I'm partnered with. It includes the Knights of Chaos. But it's not the Knights of Chaos roster. It's one of their 3 rosters. We actually have all of them this week. Tonight, we will see Strykers of Chaos Emerald on Thursday. We'll be seeing Strykers of Chaos. We'll be seeing Strykers of Chaos. What are they? They're not Onyx. That's not the right name. That's not the right color. Strykers of Chaos Ebony. On Saturday, we'll be seeing the Knights of Chaos. So, yeah, we got the Knights of Chaos organization back here. They're always so supportive. So it's nice to see them. But we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Next matchup: Strykers of Chaos Emerald, Floofy, Strykers. Sorry about that long break there, guys. Hopefully everything is okay now. And if everybody's doing well here, welcome back to the Spoiler stream. Nice to see you all. And yes, obviously the presence of NJ Outlaw. Well, I'll tell you something. We have a Striker matchup. And so it's pretty important here. Hello, Outlaw. Yeah, I see you're excited. Hopefully you'll enjoy this series. It'll be the last series tonight. But before we get into our next series, let's recap a little bit. We just saw Radiance Define versus Out of Touch. Out of Touch won that series 3-1. They were the favorites coming in. They ended up being the much stronger team, even with the sub playing, even playing more defensively than they would have liked to. They're still fine overall. As this series, next up coming up is Strykers Chaos Emerald, Floofy Strykers. An interesting series to say the least. Here are both of our teams. Again, that's Emerald, that's Floofy Strykers here. Strykers Chaos Emerald of the Knights of Chaos organization. Floofy Strykers of Striker Esports. And if you notice, and I know you guys can't notice right now, but we're just waiting on both these teams. The info has now just been sent to them, so there we go. You can join the lobby now. As again, we're just waiting on everybody here to be ready. And we're just sometime. Let me get that prediction poll up for you all. Prediction poll coming up. There really isn't any favorites. I could try to give you my best bet, but it's gonna be tough. As both of these teams are again extremely solid. They both know what they're doing. I think even one of them might be in the current top 5 in the power rankings. I could take a look at that for you all. They always send up power rankings every single week, listing who they think their best teams are. None of them actually are in the power rankings right now, but they definitely could be after this week. As again, we're just making sure everything's ready here for this series. Prediction poll now sent out. Hello there, Jen. How you doing? As prediction poll's out now, you guys can go vote for who you think will win this. This is a tough one to predict. It is. As I don't believe the Strykers are in the lobby. They're currently making EA Sports jokes. I don't know. I don't know anymore. See, people are getting very bored, I guess. As again, both these teams full strong rosters, 3-1 each. We'll see how both of them play again. This first game is going to be pretty important to telling us how the rest of the series goes. So for Strykers against Emerald, we've seen them play a lot this season. I think we saw them again. We saw them most recently against SAGU Purple last week when they won 3-1. It was close, but they got the wins in the end. Their only loss coming when they pulled their subs in for Game 3. With the Strykers, they haven't lost since Week 1, with wins against 2 other Striker teams, Nebula and Valhalla, then against Valhalla Deathwish of the Valhalla Esports organization. Only the sub can be in the game. They don't have their coach in the game. But yeah, teams can still have coaches. By the way, Jen. Teams can still have coaches. That's what's listed. Don't worry. I don't actually know what the rules state specifically. I would have to check on that thing. I don't know if coaches can join. I'll check though. I don't think their coach is joining though. So right now in the roster, right now in the lobby, I can only see their starting 4 players playing in. Coaches can't? Okay, cool. Well, I mean, it's really up to the teams, really, realistically. If teams care enough. Again, we're just gonna wait on everybody here. Big follow coming in. I just heard the follow notification. Who just joined the stream? It's AC. Welcome in, AC. Thank you for the follow. Oh, this funny stream. Good luck in your matchup. Again, this is Strikers Chaos versus Knights of Chaos. Sorry, not Strikers of Chaos. Wow, that's wrong. Striker Esports. I said Strikers of Chaos. That's my bad. As now, next, there's the coach. That's the coach you're talking about. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Mayhem. Other team. Yeah, Guzmic, that's why teams have the ability to say that they don't want to have a coach join from the other team. You can do that as a team, but I have had teams. Most teams, are okay with that. Although most coaches generally aren't like that. Also, I just said your next NXY. Whatever. You understand. I was thanking you anyways for the follow. But yeah, I generally haven't had. I don't think I have had issues with that. Generally, teams are okay with coaches. Some people are up for blood without competition. Yeah, you can never be. You can never be fully safe. That's the thing about this game. It's competitive. As my goodness, we have. Oh my goodness, how many? Oh my goodness, we had a lot of points going for Emerald here. Oh boy. Again, this is a tough one to call. Both these teams are 3-1. Really tough one to call. As again, it's Strikers Chaos Emerald here. The main roster is generally Eternal Vector, Gen, Bonus Inside, and Shenanigans. For Floofy Strykers, right now in the lobby, I have Ico, Planet Wolf, AC, Tripwire. As we're like a minute early here, but why not? We'll get the series started a minute early. Not an issue after all. Both these rosters. Ready for the action that's about to come. Again, it's two organizations here. Knights of Chaos, which I'm partnered with, and have been for a while, and Striker, which includes NJ Outlaw, an amazing caster. He's in Twitch chat right now. Just want to say shout out to NJ. As again, big matchup here. This will be a big win for whoever takes it. Yes, NJ, that's you. That is you. Well, let's get this series underway. Best of 5 here. Week 5 of the Skyward series. It's the Challenger. It's the Challenger League. 3v3s. A big one here. First to win 3 games takes it. As the mission poll closes, we've got a total of 18k points betted here across both these teams. This series doesn't just have a lot to do with the teams, it also has a lot to do with the people betting on them. There's no shortage of points. Everybody's getting involved one way or another. So after this series, we're gonna have some people who are super excited, and some who might be extremely disappointed. Just to add a little more pressure to the teams here. If you lose, you know that that a lot of your fans are going to be poor. You don't want that to happen, do you? I don't think either teams want to. I'm gonna get this series started off here on Anfield Night. NJ's lost his mortgage. You guys really, man, Strykers really gotta win this one. NJ's lost his mortgage. Make sure he can actually pay for his house. As there's the shot, that one bouncing in front. No one can hit it. Ico misses it wide. Strikers of Chaos currently playing pretty defensively. They are not happy right now on their side. It just looks like Strikers of Chaos are able to make them feel awkward here. Is that one towards the blue net, still cleared away by Emerald. Ico gonna pass to herself, but this one cleared away by Eternal Vector. AC jumping. AC's missed. Here's a shot back post from Eternal Vector. And a huge whiff down the field from AC. And Eternal Vector challenges it aggressively for Strikers Chaos Emerald. And they'll score first. And they'll be the ones with the lead right now. Can they hold it, Emerald? Generally as a team, they're one that... very similar to the actual main Knights of Chaos roster. With Mayhem, Flipsliderson, Meatman, and Lade. They're generally not a super mechanical team. They're they're heavily based on their aggression. But the Emerald team, generally, much more comfortable on defense. They are a much more comfortable team defensively, and their offense is a little more, one that's not nearly as predictable, but does have some predictable suspects, such as Jen. Jen is a super scary player to play against, especially when he gets his shooting on. it's really tough to beat him. But this is not a very heavy mechanical team. They're a team that generally tries to just play the simple things right. So far, they've found some pretty good success. In fact, all the teams on Knights of Chaos organization have found some pretty good success. I think every single one is currently 3-1 in their respective league, whether it be 3s, 2s. Trying to extend that here. As collected by Jen. Looks for a pass out to Eternal Vector. Demo play as, so far, Floofy Strykers playing really well with these challenges in 50-50s, but they just cannot get shots. And it's Emerald trying to look for a second in front for Jen. So he gets a little too far away from him. Eternal Vector towards the net. That one high, tripwire. Dunks by Jen, but that's still not on. Emerald getting closer here. Closer to a second goal that could give them a little more comfortability in a game that has been extremely close so far. AC dribbles it. Gets a 50-50 with Jen. Aiko jumping, but so is Eternal Vector. Aiko with the win in the end. Now it's AC to beat past another player. Jen going for boost here. AC trying to put it in front. Eternal Vector credited with the save on that play. No, he's not. That's shenanigans with the demo. And Eternal Vector still saved the play, though. As AC up the field. Another dunk here. Floofy Strykers trying to play a little more bump heavy, a lot more suffocating. Tripwire. Eternal Vector stops this one as he jumps in the way. Now shenanigans off the ground for Eternal Vector. Eternal Vector up high, trying to go towards the net. AC jumps to it. Had to get a lot of height on that jump. Floofy Strykers currently still in this one, but time running out for them. And will that goal come for this team? Or will they even get it? Because now the question is not even if they'll get a goal, it's not even when they'll get a goal, it's if they'll get a goal this game. The time is ticking off this clock quickly. For Emerald, it couldn't be quicker. It couldn't be any quicker. It couldn't be any slower, sorry. For Floofy Strykers, it couldn't be any quicker. But here's Emerald in front. Tripwire gets the save here. Now AC to the sidewall as they play. But this one just goes straight towards Jen. To the back wall. Tripwire. Here's it away. Floofy Strykers, though, can't break out. Eternal Vector looking for two. Gets past them both. Shenanigans now. Trying to put it in, but that one wide. Floofy Strykers clears it upfield. Tripwire trying to go 1v3. Tripwire. Eternal Vector denies. Aiko, maybe one more for AC. AC's whiffed it. And Strykers of Chaos Emerald only scored once this game, and that's all that it took for them. A slow start for Floofy Strykers, as they just couldn't score here. You got some ping issues. Hopefully those don't pull up. We haven't heard anybody talk about server resets, so we should be fine there. But man, a game from Strykers Chaos Emerald that they'd hope not to repeat. That one was tense. Only scoring once, they had weaker shots. They actually had half the shots of Floofy Strykers. They were stuck on defense for a good amount of that game, but Floofy Strykers just couldn't get the shooting ready until near the very end of the game, and then when that happened, it was just not enough time for them. Again, both these teams have subs available if they want to use it. We'll see if they'll use it. As you can see, for Floofy Strykers, they have Planet Wolf waiting for Strykers Chaos Emerald. They got their full roster, including Jordy and Obi, their newest additions to this team. They're waiting in, and Jordy and Obi, we saw them play again. We saw them play last week. They played against SCGU Purple, and they played in Game 3. It was not a pretty game, though. For them, they did not look incredible. They looked like a team that was, again, very new to each other. But so far, Strykers of Chaos Emerald have the lead in the series. They're looking to add another game, maybe a game that's not nearly as close. We'll see if they can do it. But with how close these teams are in the rankings, who says they can't be all close games? I mean, last series wasn't supposed to be close, and yet it ended up being that way. And this one could fall the same way as well. There's the first goal for Floofy Strykers. It's from Tripwire, who immediately turns on this one, gets the flick. Jen moved outside of his goal line there just a little bit. And in a defensive situation in this tournament, I know how tempting it is to leave your nets, but you don't want to do that because it gives you less opportunities to react to the play in front of you. But Emerald, maybe just, oh my goodness, they just scored back. Eternal Vector, when he went up to offense off that kickoff, that was not what he was expecting. But he'll take that goal nonetheless. Because I guess Emerald will be happy with that one going their way. Eternal Vector. Kick off straight to Aiko. Aiko tried to get that second touch. Could have gone under Jen with that play, but won't work out in the end. Now Shenanigans off the back wall for Jen. Keeps it up. Eternal Vector. Not on. Jen trying to clear it back, but AC waiting on it. Shenanigans turns away. It's AC. Trying to get that solo play touch, but couldn't get it. Now it's Jen, but not through. Aiko. Aiko's missed it. Tripwire. And that's wide as well. The shooting right now on Floofy Strykers, the accuracy not there for them. But still more. In front for AC. There it is. It took them many opportunities before they put one on target. And now they're able to beat out Strikers against Emerald. Is that one rolling its way straight down what we call the waterfall here on this stream. Strikers against Emerald in a position where they can't jump up to it. Well, more rather, they just didn't want to jump up to it. They definitely could have. It was not going to be an easy touch, though. Chances are even high-level players aren't going to read that. And for Strikers against Emerald, that's really going to be a difficult touch. Is now on target. Saved by Shenanigans. Emerald, again, stuck on defense, but we're seeing a kind of offense here from Floofy Strykers that is very much a dirty kind of offense. They want to play the bumps. They want to get in the face of Strikers of Chaos, Emerald. That's going to be what they do, but they can't overcome it here. That one, Icy just gets to it. Keeps it to the corner. Now infield pass attempt. No one waiting. It's a botched play from Emerald. There's now Aiko. Second touch, but cleared away by Eternal Vector towards the net. AC has this one. Eternal Vector will keep it in the offense. Tripwire. Do themselves. AC jumping in as well. A double commit from Floofy Strykers. It won't be counted here. Shenanigans misses it. Tripwire. Maybe trying to go for the Doomsday dish there. A bit of a change up on the mechanical play here. Now Aiko up for this. That's just wide. And to go for mechanical plays here. Floofy Strykers cleaning up this offense midway through. And we'll see just how successful they can be with it. Currently, they're in the lead by 1. Strikers against Emerald can move up to offense a little bit more often. I think this game could be one that they could win. Right now, their offense has been limited to small opportunities. That one from Shenanigans completely missed. And for Emerald, it's kind of like one opportunity they really can't get themselves in close enough for multiple opportunities. Floofy Strykers stopping them, but Eternal Vector off the crossbar for Jen, and that one's off the post. 2 open net shots, 2 open net misses from Emerald. Floofy Strykers going to wipe some sweat away from their brows. Is now this one cleared. Tripwire on it. Shot is weak. Shenanigans misses. Eternal Vector's got to jump for that one. Shenanigans really can't afford to making whiffs like that in front of his own net. As Jen was looking for a pass outward, still will hit Eternal Vector. Long shot, beats past Aiko. And Eternal Vector with the hook shot. The power is enough to beat past the last defender. Aiko, she was sitting there waiting for it. But I don't think she could have ever expected that kind of a shot. What placement there. And now it's all tied up again at 2. Emerald looking for a third off the kickoff. In front, Shenanigans misses, but it's a fake for Jen. Bonus inside. Jen, crossbar, dropping down. Eternal Vector. 50-50 with AC. Shenanigans, maybe another chance. Aiko will clear this one. Aiko almost caught Jen there, but Jen gonna be fortunate with that one. Aiko had a net that she could have shot at. Had she gotten that touch, definitely could have been the goal that the Floofy Strykers could have used. AC, given time. We'll get this one past Shenanigans. Eternal Vector trying to keep it close. Tripwire now. And Jen, where is he? Jen bonus inside. He's caught napping on the line again. Earlier in this game, he was caught moving off his goal line. Here, he's done the exact same thing. This one, though, even worse from before, because he turns away from the play at the wrong possible time. Jen wanted to commit for that challenge, but he should have kept himself back. Some bad defensive errors from a player generally very consistent in that side of the game. Here for Strykers of Chaos Emerald. As Eternal Vector in front. Shenanigans. Now again, 3 touches, but AC will try to keep it away. And it's down the field. Floofy Strykers to make it more. That's a 4th from Aiko. The first goal of the game. And it's a beautiful shot down here. The info pass from Tripwire. Found Aiko. And that one, while it was shot straight at Shenanigans, it's just too powerful for him to handle. And the offense from Floofy Strykers getting to work in this game. Unlike last game where they fell silent. This game, a very big difference. As Aiko couldn't get her way through. Now she's just still challenging. Aiko's all over the place on defense. Here comes the winning challenge. Emerald. Double commits. Still Eternal Vector to get one more. And they keep the lead within 1 now. Floofy Strykers held a 2-goal lead for a while, but after a certain amount of time, Strykers against Emerald were going to find a way back into it. And a good goal there. Minimal time remaining, but Emerald may have just gotten one more. Eternal Vector towards the net. Ah, Tripwire. Big stop when his team needed it. Emerald were going to tie the game there with that shot. Still, there's time left for Emerald, but they need to keep this one up. Now, in front from Eternal Vector to Jen. Oh, just wide. Shenanigans can't keep it up. Jen bonus inside had a chance there in that last second. And NJ Outlaw, funny you say that it's going to go to Game 5. You're not the only one. You know who else said it was going to go to Game 5? Aiko. Aiko, she specifically told me this series is going to Game 5. In fact, the specific quote is, I'm honestly expecting a Game 5, so if Aiko predicts it's going to go to Game 5, and NJ does, and this series is currently tied at 1-1, we could very well be seeing that kind of Game 5 series developing here. But right now, Floofy Strykers playing pretty well. Game 3, we're waiting upon it to start. Again, there's a lot of points, a lot of predictions on the line here. So far, both these teams have had pretty strong levels of success this season. This game, however, Floofy Strykers just got their offense rolling. Unlike last game, their offense actually made a difference here. That's important here. Strykers against Emerald, if they want to stop Floofy Strykers, they might need to play a more aggressive offensive type game. They have Obi playing in this one. Are they going to get Jordy in as well? They are. They're going to put in the substitutes. Last week, this didn't work out for them. And in fact, that was the only game that they lost last week was with the subs. We'll see, though, if subs make a difference. They have Eternal Vector playing. Last week, they played with Jen. And Jen took a pretty defensive stance. As Obi specifically is going to be the player you want to focus on. Obi is a bit of a ball chaser on offense. He just will not let up. He loves to be as aggressive as possible. I mean, you can see it there, bumping out one of the players of Floofy Strykers. Now Eternal Vector. Going to get the pass outward. Obi demoed by Tripwire. Miss. Aiko here. Looking for the second touch. Not on. Eternal Vector will roll it under one. 50-50 with AC. Still kept in the blue half. As Jordy on no boost. That will serve as a clear, but right towards Aiko. Stopped by Obi. Strykers gets Emerald back to a lot of defense. Not the start you want to any of these games, but Emerald, they've had to condition themselves to this kind of defense. As Floofy Strykers looking for more and more demo plays. And while the demos haven't worked yet, in their fully and leading to goals, they have worked and keeping Strykers against Emerald back, keeping them very nervous. As now, here's another demo. Still won't work entirely. Psycho. Towards that corner, infield. Now, Eternal Vector's also missed this, and that should be a goal for Tripwire. Eternal Vector. Unnecessary panic here. Both his teammates miss it, sure, but that one, he needs to make that touch. And right now for Strykers against Emerald, if they don't get a hold of themselves, if they don't stop this Floofy Strykers offense, they're going to find themselves drowning here in it, because Floofy Strykers are winning the possession game. Not a game you want to be losing. Especially not a team like Emerald, who generally don't usually score their first opportunities when they push up. Azobi. Almost own goal here. That's a very risky pass back towards Jordy. Eternal Vector. And walk his way through. Got the flick. AC saves it. Jordy misses this one entirely. Still trying to find the pass out to Obi. Eternal Vector waiting in field, but nothing happening right now for Emerald. Their offense just not making the plays that they need to. They're not threatening that net. Jordy. Obi still. They're holding it on this corner right now. Will they get a shot in this offensive play? A chance to do so, but Aiko, she's gonna beat out that player. In front. Miss here. And that shot from Tripwire. Again, it's just missed opportunities for the teams. If they both had perfect offenses going, this would be a very one-sided series right now. Instead, it's pretty close, but Floofy Strykers definitely are the ones edging their way ahead. As Aiko, she'll have to move back. AC playing defensively. Pass to Eternal Vector. And also get a demo on Obi, but Jordy here will put it back in offense. Miss from AC. The Tripwire with a big 50-50 in front of their nets. Now they dribble. Obi. Aiko will take it back. Eternal Vector now to the corner. In front. AC's missed this. AC can't reach it. Still in front. Strykers against Emerald had a whiff in that mix as well. That if they didn't miss that could have been a goal for them. In a game where they really haven't had any shots to really speak of. Being able to shoot there would have been just a great moment for them. As now in front from Jordy. Saved by AC. Obi. With the challenge there. Eternal Vector. Bounces its way in front. Aiko. Find the clear. Tripwire. Looking for bump plays. Obi will dodge it. Now 50-50 with Aiko. Strykers against Emerald. Second player coming in. Jordy will win it. Now, trying to find a way in front, but stopped. Eternal Vector now. Strykers against Emerald just feels like they're just too slow on offense, trying to create the best opportunity, when really what they need is they just need shots right now. They need an opportunity. It's Jordy in field. Oh my goodness, Eternal Vector. So close to putting that one in. Now Jordy towards the net. AC, Aiko jumping up for it. Aiko cleared it back by Obi. But a miss there will make things more difficult for Emerald. The challenge right now is just being able to get to the offense right in this state. As AC, near angle, saved by Obi, as he'll somehow cut off what was an incredible shot there. But it's not defense that Strykers against Emerald should be worried about. It really needs to be that offense. No goals yet. They are a team that is built up of strong offensive players. To see them currently shut out is impressive. As Jordy wins this challenge, it will bounce its way in front. AC has the clear. Eternal Vector off the corner. In front. What a save from AC. Eternal Vector again trying to throw it in towards the mix. This time it's Aiko trying to ground it. It's Eternal Vector though. Off the back wall. In front. And it will drop. Floofy Strykers had the final touch. And now only one away. Strykers against Emerald. That offense completely silenced this game. Floofy Strykers played well, but Strykers against Emerald, that's one of the issues without having a super strong offensive core with this new roster. This Jordy Obi mix is one that can play well on offense, but they generally are ones that also play more defensively. They don't hold the midfield as well. And that's kind of been the issue for them right now. They just cannot get to offense in this game, and they really need it. If we're going to go to Game 5, as many of the Floofy Strykers players predicted, that would mean that Strykers against Emerald would win the next game. As will be here. This is where the last series ended here on Utopia Coliseum Dusk. Does this one do the same? Apparently, Strykers against Emerald. I think they're trying to decide who's going to play for them. And they are going to go back to that starting roster. They weren't happy with the subs coming in. They weren't able to make the difference that they wanted. They're going to go with the roster that has been able to win so far. In Game 4, 5 minutes on the clock. And this could be the last 5 minutes of the series, given that Floofy Strykers win this. But of course, there are no guarantees, especially not in a series with teams as good as these both. Right now for Emerald, they're going to need to focus especially on offense. Game 1 they won, not because of their offense, but because of their defense. Game 2 was close, not because of their offense, but because of their defense. Game 3 got away from them because their offense was completely shut down. So far this game, I haven't really seen the offense that Strykers against Emerald have been able to put up. The offense is one that is quite direct. The offense is one that can sometimes take it a while to actually get itself going. Their offense is generally one that it doesn't like to shoot super often, unless they know they have a good shot. But of course, again, I think for them right now, the focus is just getting shots. Showing Floofy Strykers that you can still play the offensive game, that you can still get some goals on them. Not allowing them to be confident, because this series is still far from over. The Floofy Strykers, they know the offense that they have, they know what they're bringing. They've currently held that midfield pretty well this series. But Strykers against Emerald definitely have what it takes to beat them. We saw them do it in Game 1. Well, I don't know if they'll be able to recreate that kind of scenario for themselves. If their offense gets to a level that is one that's scoring more often, Floofy Strykers are going to have a tough time containing this team. Floofy Strykers find the clear. Jen bonus inside, clearing it back though. Looking towards Aiko. She's not really jumping up for this one. It almost created an issue. But Strykers against Emerald didn't get a shot on the end of it. And now a double whiff. Aiko with an open net. And again, we saw this last game from Strykers against Emerald, where two players are hugging that corner. And in this place, someone needs to call it. It looked like it might have been shenanigans, but I really couldn't tell there. In that position, someone needs to be waiting. Someone needs to anticipate the miss. They had more time than they thought they did. Challenge in the corner there, well, not a bad idea. Is one where both the players shouldn't have been waiting. And that will mean Floofy Strykers will be able to have a very easy shot here. Aiko, maybe the easiest shot she's had so far this series. Oh, but not much easier than that from AC. As that one just perfectly sauced up by Tripwire. Off the corner, second touch, the bump helps out as well from Aiko. Everybody getting involved. AC with a very simple shot there, straight into the middle of the net. With that now, Strykers of Chaos Emerald down by 2. And again, they need offense. They need to get that offense moving, or else things are going to get out of hand very quickly. Floofy Strykers can add more to a lead. Strykers of Chaos Emerald, they have the energy here to get themselves back. So far, that midfield of theirs has just been completely lost. They just cannot win the midfield. And now, 3 players, all of them whiffing on this one. Bit of panic on their own defensive side. Here's a chance to clear it away. But Aiko will prevent it. And now 50 with Jen. Aiko keeps the offense for Floofy Strykers even when it was looking like they were going to start to lose it. Aiko on the field. Jen backwards to this one. Makes the second touch, but low boost now for Strykers against Emerald. They are going to get themselves back up to offense, but it will be slow. And that will allow a clear right back. Emerald need a bit of a sense of urgency here. Time starting to become a problem for them. Jen, though, maybe he can get this one here. The net's left open for him. And he'll find it. It's Gen bonus inside off the sidewall, and he catches AC completely dumbfounded. AC tried to go up the sidewall, was expecting a roll up there for a solo play. Instead it bounced straight out. Gen bonus inside with the goal. Is now Floofy Strykers on offense right off the kickoff, but Strykers of Chaos. He'll find a way to break through. It's Gen. Gen, that kind of player that can kind of take over a series, but you won't have to with this shot. What a play from Eternal Vector. A crazy angle here. I cannot believe he actually found that. That's incredible. That's not an easy shot. There are two players covering that net. He puts in a perfect play there, and Floofy Strykers just, they can't stop that. And all of a sudden, Emerald, now they have 2 goals. Potential for a comeback here. And with the amount of time left, if Emerald can do it, if can score again, very likely you'll see them winning this game. As Gen with the flick. Trying to get the bump on AC. Tripwire. Across the field. Eternal Vector jumping at him, but Tripwire still winning it outright. Aiko! Saved by Gen. Reminder, it's not just Strykers against Emerald who could win with 1 more goal. The same very well goes to Floofy Strykers. If they win this game, however, they won't actually have to win another one. They'll win the series itself. As to the other side of the field, Aiko clears it across. This one bouncing. Shenanigans. In the corner, Shenanigans. Maybe trying to find Gen. Aiko will prevent that, and now Aiko can bring it down the field. But it will hit the ground overtime. Last week against SAGU, SAGU Purple, I believe Strykers against Emerald went on 2 overtimes. They won both of them. Tells you just how close they play to their opponents. They play up to the level of their opponents, they play down to the level of their opponents. Strykers against Emerald. They have been pretty clutch on overtimes. We'll see if they can do it this one, though. A new week, a new team, that can change anything. And ultimately, in overtime, anything can happen. That's the fun thing about it. All you need is that 1 more goal. It's about who can get it. No more can these teams make any mistakes. As a double commit here from Strykers against Emerald, not countered. Another one, though, this one will be. As AC brings it down. Shenanigans misses. AC! Almost a game winner. That was just mere meters wide. What a way it could have been to end this one. Now it's Gen. To himself, Shenanigans! Caught the dunk, but it's still kept out. Now Eternal Vector. AC backwards. His overtime's got a lot going for it. Misses here, AC. To win it! To go in! That's wide. Tripwire now. Aiko pushing up, but Floofy Strykers. Even themselves a little further back than usual, they don't want to overcommit if they don't have to. Here comes Eternal Vector through 2 of them. AC, though, can keep it going, but now double commits. That will make things a little more difficult. As Strykers against Emerald on offense. Tripwire jumping. Gen in front, looking for Eternal Vector. Cleared. AC now. Another chance to win. AC can beat them all. It's Eternal Vector to save his team. Save after save. What will go in here for these two? Tripwire. Chased. That one's not on. Both these teams, the nerves must be high for them. So much defense. So many chances. The momentum of the series really does rest on a game like this. As Tripwire. Down, Aiko. I'm gonna look for AC here. But AC, that touch. Needs to make a lot of it. But reset, I did not expect to see that from AC. That will do it. Miss from Shenanigans. Eternal Vector, another incredibly clutch play in front of the net. That one a little easier than the save he had to make moments ago, but still, every play matters. It's Floofy Strykers on offense right now, and it's Floofy Strykers to get that close to winning it. Strykers against Emerald need to hold possession. Without it, they're going to find themselves back on defense over and over again. Until finally they give one up. It's Tripwire. Balanced by the Eternal Vector. Aiko. Trying to beat past Shenanigans, but Shenanigans here. Hey, Jen. Off the corner. Over 3 minutes in this overtime so far. Still, no one can win it. These teams have had their chances. Equal opportunities on both sides. Emerald. Shot long from Eternal Vector. Aiko. Aiko is so fast, these aerials. If she can use those more often, we might actually see that become what can win this game. As AC almost did it there. Follow up. That one denied. Now it's Aiko off the back wall. Emerald. Not set up on defense. Oh, but AC could have done better on that shot. Maybe it was the nerves. Maybe it was the angle itself. AC. Oh! AC! It's Aiko! Oh my goodness! What a shot there! That is a beautiful way to end it! It's Aiko! She's done it! What a shot! A beautiful Doomsday dish! And we gotta call Aiko a magician! She put that one out of a hat! And man, after a 4-minute overtime, that was tense! Aiko with the series winner here. Incredible scenes. Floofy, Strykers, your winners here. Another series to Game 4. This one, though, what an overtime. We haven't seen overtime that long in quite a while. And Floofy, Strykers here with the win. We're gonna get him in for an interview, so stick around, though. We're gonna get him in for an interview here to end off the night. What a win. That means Floofy Strykers advance to 4-1 as their record. Strykers against Emerald will have to momentarily drop down to 3-2. The zona point should be given out to all of you right now. Again, we're just waiting on that shout out coming. What an end to this series, though. A beautiful goal from Aiko as well. And I think it actually will be Aiko that we're going to be chatting with here. On her win, on their win. Man, Floofy Strykers, that was a tense one. They didn't even use their sub. Again, reminder, they had a sub. They had Planet Wolf waiting if they needed them, but Planet Wolf never joined in. And we're going to be waiting on Aiko. As soon as Aiko joins up, we'll be good to go for this one. And a great interview, and again, a great series there from Strykers. Strykers against Emerald, they kept it close. They always keep it close. That's the thing about Strykers against Emerald that I've noticed from them. They keep every game close. They play up or down to the competition. Every series is close. The problem is with this series is they just couldn't get the offense that they wanted. Their offense was great. Their offense has never really picked up, but here with us, this person's offense never ended. Hello, Aiko. Welcome. Congratulations on your win. It didn't even go to Game 5. You predicted Game 5. Enter Ella predicted Game 5. But ultimately, it's your goal to prevent that.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting it to go to Game 5, seeing as both teams we both have been playing really well this season, and I honestly wanted that Game 5. I was expecting us to just fall in that overtime, I won't lie.
Yeah, again, 4 minutes in, you pulled out the crazy Doomsday Dish play. What a beautiful goal that was. What made you think of that kind of play? Because I don't know if I think we maybe saw one player try that earlier in the series, but it wasn't even close. Again, it was such a big change up. It just was not expected, and that's how it caught the Emerald team off guard. You really needed something creative like that. But what made you think of going for that kind of a play?
Yeah, it's something I do in competitive all the time. I saw that I had the open shot, and no one else was really there for me to pass to, nor really would I really have a good opportunity to pass it. So I just thought, hey, why not just go for this? And it just happened to work.
Of course, the age-old classic of, I do it all the time. I do those all the time in ranks, of course. No, again, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
But again, it was tense. They play close. That's the thing. I'm on the Nights of Chaos, so I actually get to see the Strykers against Emerald play a lot. And so knowing that, I knew that this series was going to be close no matter what. They always play up or down to their opponents, no matter what it is, and that is the case here again. They played up to their opponents here. They played incredibly close, but you guys had the advantage in the end, but still it was close. How did you kind of keep your nerves down? Because with every game being as close as it is, and again, it's just getting closer and closer as time went on, what did the team do to kind of calm yourselves down?
We just played our game, honestly. We didn't really do anything special other than we knew that we had a chance if we just stayed calm and played our game, and that's all that we really did.
Again, a close series next week. Let me take a look at your matchup for next week. Next week, you have to play, as soon as I find it, there's so many Striker teams. Here you go. You get to play, you get to play another Striker team. You've already had to play 2 of them. You get to play a third one. You get to play a Striker AFK. Striker AFK, let me take a look at their record. They're currently not having a great season. But just tell me about it. Are there any matches coming up? Again, Striker AFK is the next one coming up. Are there any matches coming up that you're really looking forward to playing against? Because there's some other scary teams that you still have coming up in your schedule.
I don't know Striker AFK nor do I know Knights of Chaos. I know Radiance they've been power ranked as like the #1 team recently. I've been really looking forward to playing them.
I think you're thinking of the wrong team.
I might be thinking of the wrong team.
You're thinking of the wrong team. You're thinking of a different team.
I'm thinking of Draco. That's who I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're thinking of that team. That team has been ranked pretty well. They are doing extremely well. I do know Knights of Chaos. They're currently 4-1 right now, by the way. So
yeah.
So
maybe
you'll get to beat both the teams on Knights of Chaos in this season. That'd be a fun one, right?
Yeah. Other team that I'm really looking forward to playing is Striker Aqua.
Yeah, that's a good team.
I've done scrims against that team. Just they didn't have the exact same roster, but it was always a fun time playing against them in scrims. So I'm really looking forward to that game.
Yeah, again, it's been that kind of season for Aqua. They've been extremely solid. They're definitely a team you cannot look down upon. But again, a big win, Aiko. Again, congratulations. Congratulations to the whole team. That was quite the series. So close. It ended with a bang. But do you have any final messages, any shoutouts for anybody else out there? Wait. Wait a second. Is what Tripwire saying, right? Tripwire saying she's scared of black olives. Is that...
Okay, here I don't like black olives. I don't like them.
Tripwire out here exposing their captain. All right then.
All right, I was gonna shout out the rest of my team, but now I'm not going to just because of Tripwire. I will give a shout out to NJL Law though, one of the owners of Striker Esports. Always just making sure that everything's all good with us. Does a really good job at running Striker.
Yeah, I think you forgot one thing. They're also an inventor. They invented a new dictionary. Knowing all the weird things that he says, he's like invented like the NJ dictionary. I don't.
The NJ dictionary.
You know what I mean, right? Hopefully you've been on stream before.
I never heard of this.
He has like his own like special words. NJ. One of his most famous is Wait, NJ. You know what? You say it. Say some words. You say like was it like Pinchidu is one of them. He adds like edu on everything, so he has like his own dictionary of words.
I mean, whatever works.
Oh, he's like immediately clipping it. All right then, NJ. You can clip it. I don't really mind. He's clipping it. We did make a bet before that I was never gonna say that on my stream, but you made me so. No, again, congratulations on the win. Again, shoutouts to most of your roster apparently here. Except for the one that exposed you.
Tripwire.
Yeah, except for the one that exposed you on the Black Olives. I see what happened here. Again, congratulations on the win. A well-deserved one at that. Again, magnificent goal. We might see that goal from you. Go on the Skyward Series Twitter soon if Flip Out decides to clip it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what they decide on. They usually have a good amount of goals go up there. Again, congratulations. Have an amazing rest of your night, though. A well-fought victory.
Thanks. You have a good night as well.
What a win there. At the end of that, Striker, my goodness. Floofy Stars, I still can't forget about that goal. That was incredible. Thanks for casting. Of course, NJ. That was a good series. I'm really happy. That was a really close series. It's been a while since we had a series that back and forth. What's always fun is it's usually Emerald who seems to be a part of those. They have like some of the scariest series I've ever seen in my streams. And so, It's really fun. Also, I'm fortunate I'm on the Nights of Chaos because I get to see matches like that so often, and it's really fun. As a Tripwire coming to the follow, thank you Tripwire for the follow. Welcome to Sporty Stream, and congratulations on your win. Me at 1.1k. I'm close to 1.1k. I'm really close. Getting there. We're getting there, NJ. We're getting there. Just need 15 more, and we'll be at 1.1k. So get your friends to follow up and hit that goal. Of course, Toby. Hopefully we'll get to see you next week. There's Aiko with the follow. Thank you, Aiko. No, it's Aiko with the sub. Oh my goodness, Aiko with the sub. Oh, that's really sweet of you. Seriously. Thank you. Thank you so much. Man, that's really nice of you. Thank you, Aiko. That's very sweet of you. You all don't have to sub to me, by the way. But like, if you feel like it, that is nice of you. That's a perfect way to end this stream. Hopefully we'll get to see more of Strykers guest Emerald and me and hopefully Floofy Strykers in the future. Again, congratulations to Floofy Strykers for the win. Oh, there's another. Oh my goodness, another sub, Obi. And oh, there's now a gifted sub to AC. What is this? We're getting subs all over the place here. I might as well keep streaming. So many subs coming in. Hype train now. We got a hype train. That's literally how it is. And to Sastok with the 100 bits. We're getting all the excitement here at the end of the stream, aren't we? There's the notification. AC, make sure you go thank Aiko for the sub. Although I'm sure you have already. Well, I mean, we've now just grew by 3 subs in the last minute, so that's really nice. Thank you all again. Thank you all so much. You all are amazing. Love you all so much. I seriously, that is incredible. I haven't seen that much support in a while. Oh, I get it, Obi, I get it. Yeah, the ads can be a little annoying. That's Twitch for you. Oh man, we're gonna end the stream here again. Thank you all so much for joining the Sportiest stream. We got more matches scheduled for the rest of the week though. Stick around for them. There'll be an excitement. I can guarantee that. But again, everybody, have a great rest of your nights. We're gonna go and get a raid going. Thank you all.